Jones. Let's send it. Here we go. Odie Bakchis field suspension. S15 goes and initiates. Here comes Jeff Jones into view. Jeff can be a little closer. Massive angle there from Odie Bakchis. He backs it in, taps that back bumper. Jeff's got really good proximity. You see that shimming there, though? That's going to reflect negatively on him as he goes into that last outside, inside clipping point. Little touch and go. And that big drift energy brings it on. And once they extinguish, ready to go. That starts chicane, matching them up, so it's not a drag race to initiation. Across the nose of Odie Bakchis goes Jeff Jones. Slides it on in that first outside zone. Jeff, I told you, a lot more comfortable. A snappy transition. Odie Bakchis, how he was right there, right as he transitioned. That was some magician wizardry right there. He needs the Drift Wizard hat. Now, that last inside clip, got to tell you, it's a run what you brung, 1,000 horsepower on average from all these cars. So here we go. Odie Bakchis will lead. Brandon Sorensen will give chase. That field suspension, GT radial, Enos Oil S15. There he goes, flapping the hood, but slapping the wall, keeps it just barely nicking that. Really well done there by Odie Bakchis. But Brandon Sorensen, he's tucked in. We've seen a lot of smoke, and that's a good indication that, you know, ideally, rain stay away. Everybody say a prayer here, and brings it around. Great lead run by Odie Bakchis, especially just barely that smooch. Rest that chassis over and over. I mean, S15s are, you know, you look at Daiyo Chihara, he won in a, what, 30-year-old car when he won the championship in the S13. So, you know, it just goes to show you sometimes you can't teach an old dog some new tricks. All right, Brandon Sorensen, United States Air Force, BMW, he's on those NK wheels. Here we go. Initiating into that first outside zone. Looks like Odie dives in. He gets really aggressive on that line, but he's trying to set himself up there. See that? You saw him just transition, and that got him right to where he needed to be. Brandon Sorensen really deep in that third outside zone. Out to the touch and go goes both the drivers, and look at Odie Bakchis. Wow. So, and that's what I'm talking about. 14 years old, Hiroya Manoa. See how he handles it. You smell the rain. Wind, a little cold. And here we go. About to heat things up. See if we get some steam here. Manoa shimming his way into that first outside zone. Looks like Odie, like you said, that setup king. He does tap the wall. You know, this is pretty interesting here as Odie now comes into that third outside zone. Manoa, look at that, he drops in. Manoa crawls into that third outside zone and approaching that final inside clip. Some separation into the inside clip. Odie takes it out. Manoa wraps it around just barely. Let's see what we got. Like I said, Manoa, no data as far as what we've seen from him in the rain. He comes out spicy. Yeah. He's getting froggy here. Let's see what Manoa's got. Mr. Exciting. I was excited after that interview with Laurent Nickel. I mean, he's got some pace. He's got some pace. Odie Bakchis looks like he gets thrown off a little bit, but look at that's what I'm talking about. He could even predict there on that transition. Manoa goes in that last outside zone. 14 years old. Into that last inside clip, Manoa, he takes it out. So seems to be a trend right there. Center punching that last inside clip, taking it home as a souvenir back to Japan. Odie Bakchis lead, James the Machine Dean. Odie coming out of that start chicane. Windshield wipers are on. Again, rain intermittent here and there. Now coming into that outside zone. Odie brings it out, taps the wall, he bounces off of it. James Dean, you see him pedal back a little bit. That allows Odie to pull away. Some corrections there from Odie Bakchis, taking a very shallow line, but you can see him just like crab walking that thing. Just baby steps, and James Dean, good proximity. Kind of a straight line approach, but had to do that going into that final inside clip.
Man, not a lot of notes on this one. I mean,
it's getting colder, wetter, and it's is it coming down?
It's
yep. All right. I don't know. So here we go. Looks like James Dean out front. Transitioning. Who's going against Simon Olsen in the finals? Odie Bakchis or James Dean? James Dean out front. He knows how to drive in the rain. He kisses that back bumper. Oh, and Odie Bakchis counters. The wind whips up. Talking about the wind or the win. James Dean into the outer zone. Odie Bakchis dragging bumper on the ground, not on the wall. Into that touch and go, and then into that final inside clip. And the rain really coming down now. When this thing is all done. Here goes Odie Bakchis, who's currently third in points, going against two-time Prospect champion, making the jump to pro, Mr. Dmitry Brutsky, never settled. Coming up into that first outside zone, Odie Bakchis. But look at Brutsky, he's had a lot of track time. Goes into there, both of them. Whoa, Brutsky gets aggressive. Unfortunately, it bites back. Brutsky, the track bites back. I mean, Odie, look at this. I mean, this is looking like Torque Drift, the video game. Just the way he now out front, he's going to need to put down one heck of a run. If I'm Odie Bakchis, strategy-wise, you play it a little bit safe here. Not in active chase, but Brutsky never. Oh, boy, that's not how you get it done. Holy cow. Wow.
Something's okay. So
it's not right.
Yeah.
Well, at this point, Odie doesn't need to complete it.
Yeah.
This is essentially for him a bit of a let the dog eat. So Odie's going to get the victory here.
If you're sitting at home, we've talked about side bite a little bit.
Brandon's been driving a lot, you know, lives out in Vegas. He's been drifting a lot. You know, his sister Amanda, she's all over the place, extreme E, karting, off-road, doing a bunch of things. But, you know, Brandon's been really fixated on drifting there. Let's see a little spark fly up there as Odie Bakchis passed that inside clip, now ripping up the hill. Odie Bakchis into that first outside zone. But look at this. We're seeing a great battle here from Odie Bakchis. Oh! Odie Bakchis, look at Brandon's composure. Looked like he was going to go into him as Odie maybe checked up. But Brandon Sorensen dialed. Oh, buddy. Talk about that composure right here. Brandon Sorensen, high flying the Air Force BMW. He's going to lead Odie Bakchis, giving chase. Again, currently third in points. Let's see what Brandon Sorensen, see, he's got some ground to make up. All right, Brandon Sorensen go to lead, coming down the hill into that first inner clip. Let's see how Odie Bakchis, there it is, Brandon Sorensen, good initiation from him, passing inside the massive angle there from Sorensen, now coming up the hill into outer zone one. Sorensen ripping and gripping, coming into that second outside zone. Now into that second clip where we just saw that danger there. Brandon hammering down, can barely hear yourself think. And Sorensen, I said he had to make it up, and he heard me, man. Look at that. Past that inside clip, that final clip. But take it into consideration. But let's see what he's got. Speaking of Chucky, Osmo's already in it. Here we go, Odie Bakchis. That field suspension, S chassis. Car looks similar, but it's got the orange roof instead of the high-vis yellow. Odie Bakchis, look at this. He's on rails. This car looks like it's magnetic. Stick, oh, buddy. Throws up that dirt cloud, little brown cloud, look out. Outside of that keyhole. And look at Rome. Just not shy at all.
Yeah.
Well done by Rome. Right.
You have to know that they're going to do their job correctly so you can do your job correctly.
Here we go. RCP, sorry to cut you off. RCP, Rome Sharpens here coming down the hill. Padoodle. Whoa! There we go. Losing parts here. But again, it was a fend. Oh, buddy! RCP goes rallycross. Goes onto the grass. We'll see. We're going to have to run that back.
Yeah.
We are definitely going to have to run that back because Odie Bakchis finished out. He doesn't even need to finish it out.
No.
But I think it's smart because, oh my gosh! Holy cow. Make sure he's okay.
Yeah.
Get out, Odie. Get out. Get out. Get out, Odie. Get out. Hit that. Oh, son of a gun. Get out. I know he's out. Get out there. Fire. Oh, shoot. God, what the heck? Haley here in this battle. Odie Bakchis, who's had a tumultuous season already from the start, popped an engine in Atlanta, popped an engine here in Orlando, back at it, and is throwing down with the fervor. But Andy Haley, he's got all the love in his heart. He even says it backwards on his door. Evil, he's got all the love. But right now, the Drift Wizard is back quite a bit from tire debeated. Again, just to elaborate, no contact with either a wall or a driver. So Odie Bakchis will advance on. This is a bye run after, unfortunately, the evil Drift Wizard BMW is knocked out. Odie Bakchis, we talked about, this is for Paulette, his mother-in-law, who unfortunately just passed away just yesterday. So his wife was at her mom's side. Well, Odie Bakchis continues on through the course. He continues on into
the top 16. So again, he continues on to the Royal Purple top 16. And now coming through the start chicane, Dylan Hughes, let's see how he is out front. Gets up high on the bank, good mimicking of the angle by Odi Bakchis. Coming back down into the power rally past that inside clip. Looks like Odi, he's buried in the smoke, but doesn't phase him too much. Dylan Hughes in the crease, good angle by Dylan. Exceeds it just a little bit, but now comes across. Good straightforward run from Dylan Hughes out front.
Dylan Hughes is, sir, I don't think you can park there.
Oh, and this gets sketchy. He used his competition timeout. His power steering pump was out. He blew it.
And what is going on
Dylan
now?
Hughes is out. The power steering pump is out. And now competition timeout has been utilized. Dylan the Dozer Hughes has to retire. Odi Bakchis will move on. This will be a bye run for Odi Bakchis. What a bummer for the Royal Purple driver here in the Royal Purple Top 16. The synthetic experts, the official engine oil of Formula Drift. Nothing to do with the synthetics. Has everything to do with, unfortunately, a steering pump. Bummer.
Yeah. I mean, the upside now for Odi is he's able to test to make sure that coupler sticks on. But should we lay back and listen, as you say, sir?
Yep, lay back and listen. Odi Bakchis with the bye run. Sorensen giving chase. This is a one more time battle, absolutely justified. You know, the theology here is minimizing one more times this season, putting a lot more pressure on the judges, scrutinizing and you know, rewarding of the runs that are deserving of seeing them one more time. Here we go. Odi Bakchis, field suspension, S15, tip to tail, simultaneous initiation, big angle from Odi Bakchis. Look at Brandon did this last time. He like kind of just dropped in, brought it up. So a little bit later, but then he sticks it to the door. Brandon Sorensen center punches that second and inside clip, diving in, great proximity, banging on his door once, twice, 3 times the lady. Wow.
Yeah, he is getting
3 just in that outer zone.
Yeah, this is some pretty crazy battles, man. I mean, if this is the point we're at where you have to, you know, hit the guy kind of 5 times lightly, gently hit.
Yeah.
More of a love tap.
All right, little TSA pre-check. You know, I'm gonna use the back of my hand.
Yeah.
Use the back of my hand.
Definitely happened a few times.
Nothing's gonna stab me. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good. Yeah. All right, here we go. The second half of this battle, and nobody was checking contact 4, maybe 5 times, but nobody asked or requested a courtesy card check. But they continue on here. Brandon Sorensen out front. Odi Bakchis. Oh, Odi Bakchis dives in against. Wow, how he salvaged that, but it looks like he doesn't salvage it as he goes and loses that front bumper. Odi getting loosey-goosey here. It's like Prince, Madonna, and Odi. And Federico Sharifo chasing him down. Fetty in short as comes into that first outside zone. The field suspension vehicle looking dialed. And the Fiorella, the Ferrari, the Penzo, next to tire shrouded vehicle coming. Needs to get a little tighter, needs to get involved with Odi Bakchis. And then on the transition comes up way short, but still hanging tough.
Yeah, Odi drives.
You know, with Team Orange back in the day, a Subaru, a Fiorella, he's building a Maserati drift car. Yeah, so I mean, he likes to challenge himself. He has a lot of fun. He gains a lot of attention, and he's got a smile on his face. So here we go. Fiorella, the vehicle, and Fetty, the driver. And look at that, Odi Bakchis. He has been one of the best chase drivers in the world. Just like you said, that quintessential drift car, the S chassis, switching over to the 15 looks, but absolutely dialed. Having engine issues, not, you know, obviously swinging, no cones hit, no restart. We got a clean start here. Odi Bakchis comes in, right turn, sets it in. Look at that. That approach, he delayed, but then it put him in the pocket, but then he has to back off. So here he is just squirming his way through that second outside zone. Odi Bakchis, look at those white wheels showcasing how minimal mistakes, if any at all. Now going that third and final outside zone. Right turn goes in and then has to back out. So, you know, maybe the temperature's dropping, the cars are gripping up, the tires are losing traction. Driver introduction, and now going to introduce Odi Bakchis to the side of his Rain-X Toyota GR Corolla. And there you go into that first outside zone. Odie Bakchis, he falls back, so kind of mimicking what Ryan did. But Ryan, look at that thing, that wheel just bouncing around. You can see him there. Odie Bakchis grinding the door. Now that final outside zone, let's see how they manage. Ryan Turk, that angle shows you low. And need that overhead on that outside zone.
Best cars all weekend, no doubt about it. And I owe that to the boys. They got me there, and all I had to do was keep my foot down. So thank you guys.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Lorette. Thank you, Matt. And talking about studs, there's some up here in the booth. There's some down there on the track. All right, here we go. Odie Bakchis, that field suspension S15. Ken Gucci passed that inside clip, says we can. Oh, boy. Oh, one goes that way, one goes that way. Oh, little comes out. In that 2J86, initiates, something flew off the car right there in that first outside zone. Hits it and quits it, doesn't let it hang out. Now in that second outside zone, you can see, looks like he might be fighting the car a little bit. You can see the left foot brake. Odie Bakchis gets into the side of him. Now into that inside clip, into the final outside zone. And across the line. All right, so fender, bumper, look at this thing. And
yeah, Odie got real aggressive there. I mean, he was
will lead. Here we go. Coming out of that start chicane. Here comes that, Odie in the lead, and there it is again, taking that wide line approach, just dropping in, good sweeping of the leg. Adam LZ, some corrections there in the chase position. Odie Bakchis, you can see he buries it into that second outside zone, that big 180-degree turn. Past an inside clip. We talked about that dang inside clip. And Adam LZ fails to get into that last outside zone about halfway through.
Might be some tactical things going on there. Dial in some more grip.
Okay, well, yeah, he's not in a competition timeout. That's definitely just getting him to the car. Like you said, some refinement. Here we go. Adam LZ, he's gonna go like hell. Watch this. Adam LZ, big handbrake pull. You see that? And Odie Bakchis is not phased at all. Oh, buddy, Odie drops into the side of Adam LZ. And look at, he's grinding him. He's getting down. He's getting down. Adam LZ takes out that inside clip, a darn inside clip. But here goes Odie Bakchis. I mean, just absolutely marinated in smoke.
So maybe I'll ask him, hey, does this inspire you to run a couple extra rounds?
Yeah, exactly.
What else you got on the go, man?
Yeah, and again, don't know what changed in order for him to be here, but regardless, right now, here he is in the final four, going to Odie Bakchis. Odie Bakchis will lead Adam LZ in the chase position for this one more time battle. Odie, whoa, buddy, Adam LZ, hooks it, goes off-roading. Oh no, so there it is again. So Odie Bakchis needs to finish this run right here, and he will have a major advantage. Adam LZ shuts it door. I mean, it was already done. I mean, he should really save his tires and just go straight. So, I mean, why drift? It's already over. It was over before it began. Do a whole season, but he won here last year. He could do it. Adam LZ out front. The Drift HQ, breezy. BMW into that first outside zone. Odie Bakchis kind of dives in on the inside. You see him transitioning now. Adam LZ, he's very familiar with this. Adam LZ bunches him, pushes him, bullies him out of the way. And past that inside clip now into that last outside zone. Big angle, Adam LZ goes into the dirt. Chaos ensues. Okay, there is a lot going on here, a lot to Dean, Odie Bakchis fighting tooth and nail, and here we go. James Dean will lead, Odie Bakchis giving chase. Who's getting the win? Last year's Adam LZ, he made it to the final four, but he got knocked out. Dylan Dozer Hughes got knocked out by James Dean. All right, James Machine Dean initiates into that first outside zone. Feeling all that Odie Bakchis dives in. Want to see that overhead shot. Look at that, pulling that front left tire off the ground into that second outside zone. Odie Bakchis bobs and weaves like a boxer in a boxing match. Here we go, past that front inside clip into that final outside zone. James Dean dives in. He got the win in Long Beach. Is he gonna get it again? Here Dean giving chase. If you're gonna put the lights up again, download the app while you're at it. FD Unlocked. Find out all the information, in-car footage. We got it all. Send it! Odie Bakchis, James the Machine Dean. Who's coming out on top? James across the nose of that Ford Mustang RTR. Odie Bakchis, look at that, James Dean, air figures it out. Big, massive, sweeping entries in that first outside zone. Look at the telemetry there. You can see they're on throttle, going past and inside to the front clip. Let's see, they are eyes on the prize right now in that final outside zone. James Dean dives in on the inside. He then massages the back end of that Mustang. The field suspension S15 crosses the finish line. Where you at, E-Town? Who gets the win? James Dean, Odi Bakchis, or give you what you want one more time?
Man, Odi is just pulling out more things. Like, I don't know where he keeps all these secrets, because, like, he's just...
Odi Bakchis, who's been really fast with the course. You know, Odi, he's right there in contention. This, you know, field suspension. Vortex supercharged, wow, across the nose of Joao Barrion. Looks like Joao gets into the back end of the S chassis. Watch his transition here. Odi keeps on, but Joao Barrion, he knows who he's going against. And there we see that Corvette nose exposed. He gave him a nose job, even though he didn't want one. And now coming to that final outside zone. Here it goes. Joao Barrion almost gets with that wall, that Monster Energy Bavarius Corvette. Wow. And Joao, another Brazilian pilot. He's got the clean air in more ways than one, because he opens it up without that front bumper on, gets into that first outside zone, and you talk about how aggressive Odi is. You talk about how good Connor Shanahan is chasing, but also Odi, just look at the degree of aggressiveness from Odi Bakchis, that field suspension S15. Good job from it in that last outside zone. Man, a lot of these guys are just pulling that out of their hats. So some great execution there from Joao Barrion. Oh, here we go. So which one's up front? That's Odi. That's right. Odi Bakchis out front. Simon Olsen in the chase position. Again, you could be look like you're seeing double, but oh no! Simon Olsen gets way out of shape in that chase position. Odi Bakchis into that last outside zone. Here we go. And brings it on across. And just like that, that was decel area, as we said. You know, on the transition, you're going to get that scrubbing of speed. So here we go. We're going to alternate the order here. Simon Olsen will now lead. Odi Bakchis will give chase. Here we go for, again, another battle here in this Royal Purple Top 16. And now coming down into that first outside zone. Simon Olsen, Odi Bakchis in tow. Now he's going to just fill that outside zone, making it look really easy as Odi Bakchis. That third outside zone, you can see Simon, Odi, right there. Everywhere Simon's going, Odi right there, riding that course edge. Looked like he did dip that back right tire, but I think just going off of what we've seen in the past, that's just going to be one. But it does bear repeating if you know, if you're just tuning in. Two tires and Osbo, second and third in the championship. There we go, as Odi initiates. Whoa, aggressive initiation, some gangster backwards entry in the chase by Frederick Osbo into that second outside zone. Now into that third outside zone goes Odi Bakchis. Look at that, he's turning on the sauce. Into that last outside zone. Look at that, pulling away from Frederick Osbo in that Rockstar Supra.
That was sick.
That was absolutely sick in that chase position. That looked aggressive.
Man, I'm
how
curious.
He landed that. That was like a gymnast. Like we really big up Odi Bakchis and his chasing prowess. And Freddie throwing something that we don't really see a lot from him. But that was more of a smoother transition. Wasn't as aggressive. That rate to angle. Now to that second outside zone. Here goes Frederick. Oh, look at that. We got wheel-to-wheel contact, kids. St. Louis, we don't have a problem. Keep it moving. All right, into that third outside zone. Now transition that final outside zone. Here comes Odi Bakchis. He surges forward. Oh, he comes out of angle a little bit there. Want to see that overhead. You know, we saw James already in 16. Here we go. Odi Bakchis, Derek Madison. Odi Bakchis, that field suspension, S15. Boom. Look at, there's that left foot brake. Look at that right front wheel was just locked, lifted, and loaded. D-Math getting lost in the smoke, buried in the smoke, the GT radial into that inside clip, takes that shallow line, but I'll tell you what, Odi Bakchis, this is showing you how big of a veteran and a real championship contender Odi Bakchis is. Make some noise for him. Odi Bakchis here, you know, via pits and people. So, but I'll tell you what, he does have an advantage here. If you can recall, Derek Madison in chase position was back there quite a bit, but now Odi Bakchis feeling confident. Look at Derek Madison. Now he is on one. Coming out into a quick little correction there. Just massaging the car in the outside zone 2. The car was really gripped up yesterday, and it looks like it not as gripped up. but still hitting the outside zone, now into outside zone 4. And I think, you know, a good effort there by Derek Madison, but unfortunately he did have. And track is back and hot. Brandon Sorensen will lead. Odie Bakchis give a chase. And here comes Brandon with the BMW initiating it across the nose. Odie with that straight line approach. Brandon Sorensen, oh, he's shaking it up. Look at that, bang, bang. He is just backing that thing up into the wall. He just absolutely just formed that thing into a different mold. Big angle there. He is bringing it right now. Sorensen, Odie right there. Jacob's got a smile on his face right now. Just watch this. Odie comes up shallow on that anticipated. Look at that. And again, a lot more settled. So this is refined Odie, right? You know, it seemed that, you know, little slow. Looks like obviously one tire goes off. 3 is incomplete. That throws Brandon Sorensen off of that outside zone 3. Now approaching that last and final outside zone, tighten it up. And Brandon right there. The crowd erupts. They're loving it. Smiles on faces.
It was almost like a game of chicken that Odie was playing.
From Brandon, the way he is progressing, the confidence he has, just overall, he's just surrounded himself with a lot of driving, a lot of drifting. So watch this. I think the young buck is gonna definitely throw down. But Odie Bakchis, as you said, arguably one of the best chasers. Looks like he's banging on his door a little bit, grinding it in. Now coming down into the power alley. Let's see they handle us. Now remember, Odie did exceed that line in outside zone 2 in the lead position. So he definitely needs to rise to the occasion. And that final outside zone just ripping through. Dude.
Yeah, and we know Turk is capable of winning it.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not like that is not a surprise.
No.
If everything lines up and he's in the right headspace, I mean, Turk is an absolute force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, and it's just been little things with his vehicle or just a little mental lapse, just that's really kind of hurt Ryan Turk this year. Here we go, Odie Bakchis. But look at Ryan Turk with that new engine being debuted this year. Again, he's running that 6-cylinder, same one that's in Frederick Osbo's car. Contact is made, going to the second outside zone. It's like Turk almost pushing Odie Bakchis around into this inside clip. Look at the aggressiveness of both these guys. Just claws her out. There is blood in the water. Ryan Turk back on the start line, going against Odie Bakchis. You know, Turk, you know, with that contact, getting Odie, you know, getting that contact there, and you know, Turk was at fault. Was that unanimous going to the judges there, or it was 2? So it was split. So again, they're still kind of Turk is still at fault.
Yeah.
So, but it was not unanimous. Just to clarify that. So Turk is at a bit of a deficit here, given the scenario. So he really needs to step up, and Turk is hoping that Odie makes a mistake, but Odie, you know, he's got to take a tempered approach here. I think that's the wise move for Odie Bakchis. Currently second in points. Look at that. He comes out of drift. So look, he compromised a little bit of angle to get that proximity, get there. Oh, he takes a dive to the inside. Odie Bakchis, 3 wheels off. That's an incomplete from Odie Bakchis. An easy fast pass into the final 4. That's a major mistake from Odie Bakchis. And that was on the inside. He took that tighter line. He got lost in the smoke. Odie, major mistake. And you were kind of concluding that the car's not 100.
Yeah, it was really weird to see what was going on with Odie's car. I mean, it looked like he struggled to initiate, which that's very rare for him. Yep. And then seeing the way it came through that zone, it just, something didn't seem quite right. So they're back at the line, so yeah.
Here we go, Odie Bakchis, Ryan Turk. Who's gonna come out on top? Who's going against Jones? Who's going to the final 4? That field suspension S15 initiating into the bank. And look at that, again, that front right just posted up. The no-wheel peel into that. There, look at Turk saying, okay, fine, I'll back off. Go to that second outside zone, through the power alley, into outside zone 3. Oh, there we go. Now applying the pressure past that inside clip in that final outside zone. You see Turk get to the side of him. Just no contact, clean, sterile, good. But now Ryan Turk out front, and we saw how much horsepower he has in that pocket, man. He was really jumping to the side of Odie on that bank. And on that previous battle, Odie was kind of struggling to hang with Ryan Turk. Again, this hot hatchback, this thing is a weapon. Into that first outside zone, look at initiate, there goes Turk. A little bit of wavering there. Look at the banners just flapping as these hot rods just blast past, going to this power. Oh, buddy, going to that second outside zone, the power rally. Here goes Odie Bakchis, gets to the side of Ryan Turk, into that inside clip. Odie Bakchis bathing in the smoke, comes out of it. Ryan Turk puts it right in the outside zone. Odie Bakchis, I definitely want to see some overheads.
Very telling of the championship. This has championship implications. Odie Bakchis, this is a must-win for the championship to stay alive. If he gets knocked out, James Dean will be your 20, and Diego Higa, just like that, goes off in that first outside zone. Diego Higa, the talented Brazilian driver. Odie Bakchis does need to complete the run, as Diego Higa does have an incomplete in that chase position. Still, Odie Bakchis needs to complete this portion of his battle, and he's right on it. Textbook run there from Odie Bakchis. Looks like Higa might even give him a little, yep, you can see that side skirt being
and then when we start to get into second and third in the championship, that moves more over to the right side of the bracket as both drivers now coming out of the line.
All right, Diego Higa, a little slow crawl there. That Diego Higa, JDM Supreme 86 FRS. And here we go. Oh, Higa bows out. That's a wrap. He fists it. So there it is. That's just right there. Diego Higa says, do better than James Dean. Here we go. Odie Bakchis, the field suspension S15, going against Connor Shanahan in that Red Bull BMW. Odie Bakchis comes in that first outside zone. He is right there on that razor's edge. Connor Shanahan, the Shadow, living up to his new nickname, as he is a Formula Drift rookie, but a rookie by no means. He's a champion across the pond, and Shanahan grinds into the door, transitions into that last outside zone. Here comes Shanahan. He's applying the pressure. Odie Bakchis absolutely on the edge of the track. He is not shaken at all with all the pressure on Odie Bakchis, even gaining a smile from James the Machine Dean. What an absolute surgeon, Odie Bakchis, and not being shaken by Connor Shanahan. Wow.
Not at all. Connor Shanahan
the flat tracks. You know, he's never seen banks before. We knew he was going to do well at round 3, and he did exactly that. He gets the win previously on his first ever Formula Drift round. He's doing double duty. He's jumping across the pond. The smile. This guy's cool. I mean, James Dean, it's no coincidence he's named after the actor and the racer, right? Here we go, Connor Shanahan, as James is a Shanahan fan right now, and he's good friends with him. He's seen him grow up, and Odie Bakchis applies the pressure. He changes back and goes that second outside zone. Shanahan dials in. Odie Bakchis, the field suspension, and there he is. He's grinding the door. Let's see the transition. How's he gonna do? Shanahan goes in. Odie Bakchis right there. Odie Bakchis comes out of it a little bit. Oh, buddy.
Wow.
And this is a must-win for Odie Bakchis. Bears repeating. Right there. Here we go, Odie Bakchis, a must-win for him, or James Dean is your 2024 Formula Drift champion. All right, Odie Bakchis back at it like a track addict into that second outside zone. Connor Shanahan right there, takes a little bit of angle out of it. Odie Bakchis, the pride of Lithuania, now in Southern California, field suspension boss. He's right there once again like a broken record. Just a surgeon. He is not a doctor, but his scalpel are his tires. Unbelievable. Can Shanahan take down Odie Bakchis and solidify it? James Dean as their 24 Formula Drift champion. Connor Shanahan goes into the outside zone. There he is once again, Odie Bakchis in the pocket. Shanahan goes that second outside zone. Odie Bakchis once again right there. Look at that left foot brake. Odie risking it for the biscuit. Banging doors. Oh, doctor. Going to that last outside zone. Here goes Odie Bakchis. Comes in on the inside. Shanahan right there on the outside. Banging doors once again. Holy cow. Are you kidding me? Rising to the occasion.
Yeah.
This is James Dean is your 2024 Formula Drift champion. Jeff Jones, Odie Bakchis. Here we go, Jeff Jones will lead Odie Bakchis, giving chase. Here comes Jeff Jones, the evil Nissan 370Z, Odie Bakchis in zone, kind of dives in. You
saw him kind of attack Jeff Jones, now transitioning into the second outside zone. Jeff Jones digs deep in that second outside zone now. Coming in that last outside zone, Odi Bakchis kind of taking a shallower line and now dives in on the third. And Odi Bakchis, you can see, lunging back and forth. A must win. He is now out front. Jeff Jones will chase him down. And again, here we are. So again, if it ends right now, James Dean will have 552 points, Odi with 448. That's a 104-point difference, and that will hold, and James Dean will be your 2024 Formula Drift champion. A must-win for the field suspension S14.9 of Odi Bakchis. Here in Utah, will James Dean be a champion? Will Odi get the win? He goes across the nose of Jeff Jones. Odi Bakchis in that first outside zone. He gets right to the head of the course. Now transitioning outside zone 2. A little bit of wavering here. Good angle there from Odi Bakchis. And this is what we saw from him out front. Jeff Jones back there quite a bit. Odi Bakchis puts it in. Jeff Jones puts 2 tires off. Not part of the conversation.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing I want to highlight here is the separation. That showed you that Odi had a lot of horsepower. So for him to harness those horses in the chase position, that really he is your 2024 Formula Drift champion. Odi Bakchis, James Dean leaving the start line. The championship is up for grabs. And it's between these two gentlemen. Odi Bakchis, let's send it! James Dean comes in, chasing him down to that first outside zone. Now transitioning into the second outside zone. Odi Bakchis, good composure. James Dean right there, maybe giving a little bit of inch. And here comes Odi Bakchis in that second outside zone, transitioning into that final outside zone. James Dean, he wants it. He goes into the dirt. He drops tire. Odi Bakchis keeps the composure, the field suspension, keeping him rock solid. Odi Bakchis holding the bait. Let's send it here in Utah. Do we have a 2024 champion in James the Machine Dean? Or is it Odi Bakchis going to put a stop to it? Again, it's championship or push. James Dean goes that first outside zone, transition outside zone 2. Odi Bakchis, now he makes his presence felt. Oh, look at him, angle for angle. James Dean dips a tire. 1, 2, trucks are flapping. It's championship or push. Odi Bakchis gets thrown off. James Dean, massive angle. Odi Bakchis riding shotgun in that right-hand drive Ford Mustang. Are you kidding me? Did you breathe, Jacob?
I am now.
Woo! Yes, sir. Oh, doctor. Look at James Dean. He knows Odi Bakchis is right there. Championship or push. He holds the fate.
Just nailed and able to do it time and time again, and that's what has brought him to this point. And Frederick Osbo going back to almost his robotic ways of understanding what the track is like, understanding what he needs to do, and putting it exactly where it needs to be on lap after lap. So 2 drivers, top of their game, driving with perfection, head-to-head in the finals. That's what we're here for.
Here's your popcorn. Send it! Here we go. Frederick Osbo chasing down Odi Bakchis in that first outside zone. These are the finals here in Utah. The Type S Elevated. Round 7, and the championship's coming down to Irwindale. Odi Bakchis, like you said, perfection. Frederick Osbo, he brings it in. He's looking tight. That last outside zone, the cars are wound up, and there it is. Odi Bakchis once again. I mean, I feel like it's an RC car. He is on rails. There's magnets on the track, and he's got magnets underneath his car. He's just stuck to it like glue. The power of Lithuania.
To take Odi out, but man, this is wild.
This is so much fun, man, and this is just why I love Formula Drift. I'm so proud of where drifting has, you know, where it came from and where it's at and where it's going. 2004, 4 rounds, the progression of Hachirokus and S13s and even Dodge Vipers to now, you know, Toyota making a commitment, Ford making a commitment, many manufacturers making a commitment, tire manufacturers. And here it is. Let's send it for potentially the last time here in Utah. Frederick, the Norwegian Hammer Osbo, the Rockstar Energy Drink Toyota GR Supra. Oh, knocks the bumper off of Odi Bakchis' S chassis. Freddie, he's got that special sauce. Let's see if he can pour it on the brisket Bakchis, right? Got that smoked meat into that second outside zone. Odi Bakchis has been perfection. He's shown a little bit of glimmer, a little bit of opportunity for Frederick Osbo. Diving in. Woo-wee!
A little bit early just to pace themselves, and Odi Bakchis got a clean start. Here they go, tip to tail, going in on our first battle of our top 16. Odi Bakchis initiates. Jonathan Castro a little bit lower than Odi Bakchis. Odi Bakchis good there. You see Jonathan Castro kind of dodging back and forth. Good transition for both of them. Really smooth and fluid. You can see those Excel lights on Odi Bakchis' windscreen. Jonathan Castro taking a bit shallower line than Odie Bakchis using all the track, and look at that, proof positive there. You see that back fender exploding, taking out that inside clip. Is Jonathan Castro, Odie Bakchis. Here we go, Castro out front. That LTH Toyota GR. Scratch up and reverse it.
We're getting quite a few cone dings on this one.
Yeah.
I don't know, we didn't change anything up, did we? Little just nerves? Yeah. Chris
Irwindale nerves.
Our track master here, Chris, just saying it's the nerves. Has nothing to do with the cones.
Yeah. Chris, you again, the overlord up here.
Yeah.
He's kind of, you know, overlooking it. That was his wife that sang the national anthem, if you're here in the building. Amazing job by Emily Yule. Just a quick little shout out here. 3 strikes and you're out. This is the only traditional thing we have here. 3 strikes and you're out. That's 1 strike. Cone was hit. And again, if the lead driver leaves the line before the lights are extinguished or ices the other driver, it's 2 formula drifts. 1 formula drift, 2 formula drifts. If you ice him, that's another strike. So there's a few different ways where you get a strike, but guess what? It's all out the window because we got a clean start. Jonathan Castro initiates. That's what you're looking for. Good job. But look at Odie jump to the side of Castro. Looks like he's down a little bit. And Castro kind of going offline. That was a weird way of getting to that transition on that traditional start finish. And Odie Bakchis, you can see him, really good job mimicking, not doing too much, doing just enough as Odie Bakchis crosses the line. Right here with Odie Bakchis and Ryan Turk. Keep them lights lit as it's about to get lit on track. Here we go, Odie Bakchis leading, Ryan Turk giving chase. Odie Bakchis initiates, high on the bank. Here comes Ryan Turk. Ryan Turk, good proximity, he dives in. There goes Speed, and Ryan Turk chasing him down. Keep the lights up as again, fire on track. Keeps going and into that second outside zone. Look at that, buried in smoke. He needs a shovel. No rain X, he needs smoke X on that windscreen. Oh boy! Wow! That is not going to buff out. Oh boy, look at that. Another deep barrel tire, rim, wheel. Smoked out. Make sure they're okay. That was a big hit. It was weird. I don't know if it was, you know, it was just again a perfect storm. It didn't seem like it was Odie's fault. Didn't seem like it was Turk's fault. Let's make sure they're okay. Make some noise for him. Odie steps out of the car. Oof. Yeah, you can see Odie definitely feeling that one. Frustration. Yeah, Odie just frustration sets in. That was a big hit. Let's run it back. Let's see what's going on here. Make some noise for him again. Oh, look at that front right corner. Yeah, that front right, that is smoked. And you can see Ryan Turk, he's still in the car. And we're gonna take a look at this, just make sure they're okay. Ambulance heading over. Odie's gonna inspect his vehicle. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was